Mayor McAllister, honored guests, you think back upon the 180 men who in this Alamo, knowing that they were hopelessly outnumbered, knowing also that they could have easily slipped out through the lines at night to save themselves, these men willingly gave their lives in a cause for freedom. I think the liberty that they were seeking is the type of thing that we as Americans have been seeking since our country was established. I think since our people came over and established our country. This is a heritage that is indeed important to all of us. It's one we sometimes think lightly of. I think it's the one that gives this nation its great strength. It's the thing that you and I, the adults of our country, must pass on to the younger generations coming behind us, the understanding of freedom and liberty. You know, the children that seem to understand our space program so well, I think really they're the most important product that we have. It's our obligation as adults to create a type of a world, a type of an environment that these youngsters can mature and grow up and be the type of citizens that we all want to be proud of, be our children. What I'd like to do getting back here to the Alamo, it's indeed a pleasure to be back here and stand on the steps here and share a little bit of the experiences I had with you. It's wonderful to be back in the state of Texas with all you Texans. But you know, as I came down the road today and looked on either side, I didn't see Texans out there. I saw just plain Americans, and they were whooping it up and really enjoying themselves in the old American way. It didn't really... You know, it really didn't make any difference what color they were either. They were all Americans, and they were out there showing their American feeling. Astronaut White. You know, we weren't just a team of two, we were a team of many thousands. We started with our great industry of the United States, which created the spacecraft and the booster. We had a team which technically designed and performed the launch for us. Fellow Texans, it's indeed a pleasure to come here. I think to have the opportunity to stand out here on the footsteps of the Alamo makes me feel very humble and very small. What I'd like to do is stand up here, and I'd like to tell you about the many wondrous things that I had the experience, the great opportunity to experience. The liftoff, the 6 minutes of flight in which we were inserted into our orbit, the wonderful experience of walking from Hawaii, clear over past Florida, over the Cuban islands, was quite a few steps. They said first I stepped on Hawaii, California, lightly on Texas, Florida, and then stepped back into my spacecraft. Coming back down, we came back down in the re-entry, which itself is a story that I could sit and tell you all about. We came back in, were picked up by the helicopter, carried to the carrier WASP, and there I think was the most beautiful sight that I'd seen the whole time. It was the flag of the United States flying from the mast of the carrier WASP. We were indeed proud of the flags we carried on our shoulders, and the view of that big flag up there put me right back up again. The Admiral said to me afterwards, he said, Major White, I hope you didn't notice that we had an older flag flying up there. We had one that left a couple stars out of, but it's the biggest one we could find in the carrier, and we want to fly that for you boys coming in today. And I'll tell you that, Admiral, I didn't even notice it didn't have the number of stars on it. It was such a good sight. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. But more important, I want to thank you from the bottom of the thousands of hearts, efforts that made our spacecraft go.